Hi everyone, welcome to a reformer class today. Today we're going to start with our reformer on 2 red springs, and we'll also be using a ball in this first warm-up part of our class today. So if you have a ball, go ahead and grab that now, and I'll meet you on the reformer, remembering that there's always a really good way and a not so good way to come onto the reformer. So just make sure that you use the principles in Pilates to mount and dismount from the reformer when you're coming on. So we're just going to start with our feet hip width apart, hands long beside the body. And when you're ready, just start moving your carriage out and back for our beginning sequence into our footwork. So not starting with it too heavy today. We're going to be doing some single work as well. So we just want to start to get the body moving and pumping, starting to think about knitting the ribs in together and also engaging through the core. So just starting to think about drawing those hip bones in to give your belly button a hug. Okay, so let's start getting into the breathing a little bit more. So what I like to do is just get our body moving to start with, and then to talk through the technique as we build up through the class. So we're just making sure those feet are parallel and we're resting on the heels, and those knees are tracking the same width as much as possible on that movement out and back. Okay, so we're going to hold it in here now, and then we're going to grab that ball. I'm going to take it in between the top part of the feet, and that is going to help you track that parallel line throughout this movement as well. So again, you might feel that the more you hug the ball in between the feet, the more you're going to start to feel it all the way up here in your hips and in your pelvis. So you'll start to notice those hips do want to come in and hug into the belly button if you push into that ball. So just starting to notice how your body responds when you add these props, and keep that breathing going. Always notice if you're starting to clench the jaw. We don't want that to happen. Good, let's just do some little pulses about halfway, keeping that ball in between that top part of your foot. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it in. Then we're just going to take the ball, place it between the heels, and bring your feet onto the ball of your foot. All right, so from there, as we come out, we squeeze into the ball and squeeze into the inner thighs, pressing it away into those inner thighs. And breathe it out and breathe it in. A little visitor on the floor there. I don't know if she went into camera. Pussycat. And push and squeeze. Good, so just taking your time with that breath, find that length. A few more here. And last one, holding it in now. Taking the ball away, and we're just going to place the ball behind your right knee now, and we're going to push that left heel into the foot bar. All right, so from here, you want to make sure that your headrest is down for this one. We're going to be doing some hip bridges. So we're going to take an inhale at the bottom and then exhale as you rise up through the hips. Inhale and lower down. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, articulate down. Exhale. And next time we rise up, we're going to go into a semicircle. So rise up, push the carriage out, lower down, and return the carriage in. Exhale, rise and press it away. Inhale, lower, and return. Nice control. So that top leg isn't moving around all the time. The top leg is just staying put, going along for the ride. We'll change direction on the next one. Push it away, rising up, bring it back in, and then lower down. Push the carriage out, rise up, bring it in, lower down. And we have 2 more. And last one. And down, and we're going to hold it up for some pulses. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And then we'll change sides. Right foot on the heel, take it behind the left knee. Readjust yourself, just make sure you're centered on that carriage. So when you're ready, we'll just rise up and lower down and take it up And one more like that, keeping that carriage in. Next time we'll take it up and do our semicircle lift, press it away, lower down and return. Just noticing that this leg is staying nice and still and it's not moving left to right and it's not moving forward or back either. So finding that stability. And on the next one, we'll change the direction. So stay low to press the carriage out, rising up to bring it home, lower down and up. We'll do a few more here. 3. And one more. And then we'll hold it up for our pulses. And we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Take the ball away. All right, so then we're going to just take that ball up, coming to your tippy toes right out wide. Let's continue to do a wide leg semicircle. So exhale, rise up, push the carriage out. Inhale, lower down and return. Exhale, lift up, press it away. Inhale, lower and return. This time as you return, holding it there and reach it through. And let's go again. One semicircle, out, lower down. Good, starting to add that chest lift. We'll be warming into those abdominals pretty soon, so just starting to feel into them. 2. And one more. And let's hold it wide and pulse forward. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Straight into a single leg thigh stretch. Extend one leg out, in and out. Let's go. Shift that ball, change and change. And breathe. Keep that going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Straight into a double thigh stretch. Let's go. Shift the ball, reach, extend. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and holding it there. All right, let's take that ball down now. All right, guys, let's give the knees a bit of a hug, have a roll around on your lower back. And then just hold on behind the shoulder blocks, feet and knees together. Let's do side to side, thoracic spine rotation. Keep your shoulders down. And breathe. One more to each side. Coming back up. All right, so we are going to come up now and change to one blue spring only. Just going to get you to take the foot bar down for this one. Might get in the way a little bit, so we don't want it getting in the way. Take it all the way down there. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to be lying down, hands in the small straps. All right, so center yourself on the carriage, bring your legs up to tabletop, hands just above the shoulders, broaden through the collarbones, anchor down through the lats and the hips. Bring your feet to hip width apart, and as you start to move your arms down and up, It's a very light spring. Okay, so we're not working with heaviness of spring. We are working with control, using our body, using our core for the control, and really making the most of having not a lot of resistance to move. So it's all about the perception of resistance and controlling the light weight so that you don't pull so hard that you lose control of your carriage. So reaching long through the fingertips. So that's what we're doing here, long through the fingertips. All right, so then we're going to start to add a crunch and then bring it back down. Good. Let's add a crunch, and as we bring it back in on the next one, we're going to add a single leg extension. So take one leg out long, you can take it low, then bring it back in. If it feels okay for you, you can continue to take that leg out nice and low. Just make sure that you're engaged through your core, that other leg is staying in tabletop. And the next time, let's hold it in crunch. And we're just going to, with that long leg, we're going to lift it up and lower it down for one, then bring it back in, and we'll do that to the other side. So let's reach it through and hold, lift and lower through that long leg, bring it back to tabletop. And again, extend long, lift and lower, and bring it back. We have one more of these to each leg. And last one. See if you can extend both legs out long at the same time, this time legs together. Extend it out. Take it as low as you feel you can, all right? So if you don't feel you can take it very low, that's fine. And if you want to come back to the single leg extensions, you can. Good, we're going to hold the next one. Hold it with low legs. Right leg lifts and lowers for one. Then left leg lifts and lowers for one. Then both legs lift and lower for one. And then bring it all the way home. Woo, okay. Feel free to come back to a previous variation if this one doesn't work for you. But we're just going to go ahead and take it to that next level. So 2 singles, followed by a double leg lift, then bend and bring it home. We're going to see if we can do 2 more repetitions like this. Reach through. 1 leg lift, 2, and double, and control and bring it home. Let's do 1 more. Single, single, and double, and bring it home. Good. Having a little break there. Okay, warming up pretty quickly in this one. All right, let's now bring it back to tabletop with your feet in a frog position. So as we bring the arms long, we're going to extend to a frog kick. Hold it there. Just frog kicks in and out. Let's go in and out. Now turn those hands to face on a diagonal angle. And we're going to bend the elbows so the hands come out wide. The elbows stay in. And bring it back down. Exhale, push. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next time, hold it long. Point the toes. Let's do a split with the arms and with the legs. Wide arms, wide legs. Then bring it back to frog kick. Let's exhale, reach, point the toes. Open it out. Close, then flex. Bring it back in. Wait, just 2 more like that. Keep that slow pace. 1 more. And back in, holding it there. All right, so for the next one, we're going to stay here and take your right foot into the right long strap. And the left leg goes to tabletop. Let's bring it down. Okay, that left leg staying in a nice strong tabletop. Next time you can take that left leg and straighten it up and start to do some scissors. lift. Bring your arms up. As your right leg rises up, come into a nice deep crunch. Bring it down. And crunch. Inhale. Exhale. And just holding it there now. And we're going to lift and lower through that left leg. Keep that chest lift happening. 4, 3. Keep that carriage still with that top leg. Hips are down. Don't let the hips rise. Really anchor both hips down. 1. And bring it back up. Lowering down. Bring the right leg down low now. Holding it there. So you're going to bend that left knee. Just lift and lower through your right leg only. Okay, so now we're coming into some hip circles. You can either keep your arms long beside the body, or if you really want to stabilize through those shoulders, you can hold on behind the shoulder blocks. Just slowly start to open that right leg out to the side for your first hip circle around. Now, what we want to happen is for this left knee to stay straight above the left hip. We don't want the left knee to wander around, and we don't want the shoulders to lift. So we don't want the hips to wander, and we don't want the knee to wander. And keep those shoulders down. So that's why this grip with hands behind the shoulder blocks is really a good option for this one. Helps you to stabilize and keep those shoulders down. Try not to grip too tightly. So notice the focus you need to keep the left hip down as you go into that hip circle. And again, it might just be a very small movement like this, and that's okay. You go with where your body needs to go to keep that left hip down. We want to build strength. We don't want to override the technique and cheat just so that we can say we're going into a bigger hip circle. All right, we don't want to let our ego get in the way. Let's go into the other direction now. So bring it down. Keep the left hip down as we open it out to the side. Bring it back around and down. So you want to keep those ribs knitted in together. Bring it down, take it around. Just notice all the time what's happening in your body through your repetitions. Breathe through it, relax your jaw. Make sure the shoulders aren't hunching up. You're keeping those shoulders down, broad, and fixed. One more. And back, good. Then we're just going to cross that ankle over. We'll bring it into some circles, again going anti-clockwise, so down, around, and up. This is one of my favorite ones. So whenever we do single foot in strap, I really like to incorporate these ones. They feel beautiful, just getting that rotation, starting to get some movement through your body, through your hips. And of course, we're going to see if we can take that up into a long spine stretch variation. So we'll lift it up, bring it over to the left as you bring it down, lower down to the left side of the foot bar, then across to the right, bring it up. Option only, you don't have to go into that corkscrew movement. And just one more. And down, good. Okay, so then we're going to change legs. Left foot in the left long strap, right leg to tabletop. Starting to lower and lift through your left leg now. Using your breathing, so getting back into the focus of how you're moving your body, how you're feeling. You want to say, am I going to the right depth in my movement? Have I got the right pace going? Am I really controlling that light spring and that strap so that it's working my body? I'm not working with momentum. I'm not working with force. I'm working with the strength of my body. Good. Next time, hold it up, extend that bottom leg. So we're going to lift and lower through that right leg. Bring the arms up. Okay, so we're going to lower and up. Crunch through. And crunch for 4. And 3, chest lift, good. And 2. And 1, bring it up, bend the right knee. All right, so with that left leg now, we're going to hold it up and start with our hip circles on that other side. So remember, if you want to hold behind the shoulder blocks, and one side will almost certainly feel different to the other side. So think about keeping your right hip anchored down, no movement. We don't want to lift the right hip. So again, that's where, without thinking about it, our ego does get in the way because we judge the size of the movement that we're doing, and we want to be able to go perhaps into a bigger circle. But what I do want you to remember is building the technique will help you get there. So let's keep that right hip down, keep the shoulders down, and focus on how you're moving, not the size of the movement that you're doing. Good, and then we're going to go in the other direction. Let's take it down, open it out. So really stabilize the right leg. A lot of focus to stay stable through your body as you go through these movements. It's also really easy to start to hunch through those shoulders and lose track of your breathing and clench that jaw. So there's a few things that we can really focus on. Checking my mic to make sure it's still on. Don't want to run out of battery with it. Good, 2 more. I don't know if the sound of my reformer is picking up on the mic, but it's making little almost ghostly sounds. And bring it all the way back. All right, we're going to hold it there. Now cross it over, and this time we'll do our clockwise circles. Bring it down to the right, cross to the left, and back up. So we've got that corkscrew movement, and I'll give you the option of taking it into your long spine stretch as you incorporate that corkscrew and long spine stretch option. It's challenging on a light spring, I know, but if you can do it, it's your challenge for today. One of your challenges for today anyway. Just one more. And all the way back down. Okay, let's take the foot out of the strap now. Popping it down. And again, coming up nice and safely and controlled. All right, so our next one, we're going to be using the ball. And we'll bring the foot bar back up. Always do your equipment changes in a way that's going to be safe for you. So because I can easily fit over the carriage in a straddle position, it just works better for me. All right, so we're just going to hold it there. We're going to come into a front stretch variation now, and we're going to take the ball between the knees. So 1 red spring. Hopping on the carriage, feet up against the shoulder blocks. And let's take the hands about a hand space in from the sides of the foot bar. Ball is between the knees. We're going to inhale and send the carriage away, and then exhale as your shoulder blades melt down into the back pockets. Okay, so inhale, reach it away. And exhale, melt the shoulder blades down, hips forward, ribs knitted together. Inhale, release the jaw, exhale back. Okay, so we're going to take it, have the option to take it up a little bit higher into that extended plank. So let's take it out, bring it back in, shoulders down, still squeezing that ball between your thighs. Inhale, open, exhale, gliding back with your shoulders coming down. So you can keep those knees down, or you can do a few of each, your choice. 3 more here. Shoulders down, always thinking about that technique. And 2. And 1. Bringing it in and lower it all the way down. Holding it there. All right, so the ball can go down for now. I have placed the box in between the carriage. So we're still on one blue spring. I've placed it in between the carriage on a blue spring and the platform there. So I've taken my foot bar down, popped the box in between the platform and the carriage. So we just want that set up for now. So we're going to be standing up on the carriage. So whenever we're standing up here, we want to make sure that we're really stable. We're very aware that we're on a moving part of the carriage, and it acts a bit like a skateboard, especially on a light spring. Safety first. So we're hopping up, using that carriage for a little bit of support, the box for a bit of support. Our first move is simply going to be right foot forward, left foot back, and we're going to find our balance. Then when you're ready, standing up. Okay. So moving your feet so the right foot is a bit more to the right so that you've got stability through where your foot placement is. Let's come down and up into a nice deep lunge here. When you're ready, bring the arms out to come down, by the side to rise up. See if you can tap that back knee all the way down very softly onto the carriage. Rise up. As you rise up, see how tall you can grow with your chest expanded, shoulders down. And 4. And 3. And 2. Let's hold it for pulses. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and holding it there. All right, we're going to bring that left foot, the back foot forward, and then we're going to take that carriage out so you can just shuffle back a little bit with that right foot. We're going to take it out into our first lunge here. So now bringing some more stability into our workout. You can keep the hands on the waist just to stay nice and strong there, nice and supported. Bring it out. So again, we're not clenching the jaw, we're not hunching the shoulders, and we're getting that right hip really opening as we take it out to the back. Now we're going to shorten that back leg as we take it out, so you won't be going out so far. You'll be dropping that knee down fairly close to the box as we take it down and up. Going for a bit of a burn in that front leg this time. Push down into the front foot to come up, guys. Take it down, going for depth. Good, how are we going? We've got 5 and 4. I'm feeling it. 3. Good. And 2. And 1. Bringing it up and holding it there. All right, so then we're going to bring both of your feet down, bring your forearms onto the box, and we're going to send the carriage out and back. So staying here, you can move your forearms back a bit further so your elbows are right on the edge of that box to give you a bit more room to move. Then we're going to take it into that jackrabbit, out and in, out and back. Keep the crown long, don't let the head droop. Good. Now maybe you'll keep the knees off the carriage. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it out long. Now bring one knee in towards the box, other knee in towards the box. And let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep the hips stable. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, coming all the way back in. All right, so you're going to keep that right arm on the box, right forearm on the box. Turn around to your right side. We're coming into some obliques here. Bring that other hand behind the head if that feels okay for you. Otherwise, you're going to keep it down. So let's lift through the bottom waist, working through some obliques now. Good. As you come in, we're going to curl it in, lift the waist, extend, curl, exhale, lift the bottom waist as you bring it home. In and out and in. We've got 6 more. 6 and 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it out. Keep your bottom leg down. Flatten that bottom foot. See if you can lift that top leg up. Hold that pose. Maybe lift the arm up. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it home. All right, we're going to face forward. Do that to the other side, so safely coming up. And this time we're going to place the left foot forward, right foot back. Right foot goes back on your headrest. And let's take it down and up when you're ready. So take your time to find the balance. Always take your time to set up. One of the most important things that you can do. It's all about safety and setup, then precision and alignment as much as we possibly can, and we learn as we go. So what we do first, we start to move, and then we think more and more about how we're moving. So the first part that we do, moving, just get the movement happening safely, and add on, add on, add on. And as we progress, it's going to be all about learning more technique, better technique, getting stronger. Then we're going to pulse it down, and we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming up. So you're stepping that left foot back a little bit, step the right foot onto the box. Okay. Coming up to the toes, let's press the carriage out, bring it back in, press it out. So we start with that long back leg, shoulders down, keeping that breathing happening. Feel that right quad starting to build up some heat. Inhale out, exhale, bring it back. Start to bend that back knee, coming down, so dropping it down. Feel that front leg having to work so much harder when you pull that carriage back in and rise up. Take it down and up. Good. 5, 4, keep that knee close to the box. And 3. If you're shaking, that's okay, because I am. And 2. And 1. Bring it back in. Stepping safely off, coming down to your knees. Onto the forearms again, or you can come to your hands. So if you need to come to your forearms, you can do that. Otherwise, we're staying up on the hands shoulder width apart, rising up. So we're going to press that carriage away. Maybe move your shoulders back a little bit, and let's do some little plank variations here as we just rock that carriage back and forward, keeping the crown long and the tailbone long. And then hold the shoulders just over the hands as we draw in for these mountain climbers, in and out. Keep that carriage as still as possible as you draw alternate knees in and out. And we have 10, keep the crown long. 9, keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in and take it down. We'll turn to the other side for our obliques. So feet are on the same shoulder blocks and we just turn it around. You can keep that hand down or you can bring that hand behind the head. Then as you bend the knees, take it in. We'll lift the bottom waist as you bend the knees. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend. Lift that bottom waist. And we've got 6. And 5. Lift that waist. And 4. Good. 3 and 2. 1. We're going to hold it out long. See if we can go into our star for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and bring it home again. Nice work, guys. Okay, we're going to turn that box around to a long box now. And you can bring that foot bar back up. Let's do some back work. So we're going to lay tummy down on the box, boobs just over the end of the box. Take that mic again. Okay, taking your hands out fairly wide on the foot bar, point the toes and lift the back of the thighs just slightly. As you return the carriage, you're going to bend the elbows out wide and resist to bring it back in. Just resist that carriage. Draw the belly button away from the box, so lifting up. Knit the ribs in together. Keep the crown long, no droopy head. And out. Next time, hold the carriage out long, and then as you return, melt the shoulder blades down into the back pockets as you rise up, through the chest, forward through the heart, and then press it back away. Good. We inhale, rise up, shoulders down, chest forward, heart up. Yep. Chest up and heart forward is what I meant to say. Rise up, 2 more. And out to the back. 1 more. Holding it up here, turn and look over your right shoulder. Take your eyes to your toes, then take it all the way back. Inhale, rise, turn and look over your left shoulder, eyes go towards your toes, then bring it back. 1 more to each side. Rise up, inhale, turn and look over your right shoulder, keep your shoulders square, and back. Last one, and turn, and back, and bend the elbows, bring it back in. Good, holding it there, bring the hands down, lift the legs up, do some swim kicks, up, 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 up. We've got 10, 9, legs are long, no floppy knees. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, a small break. Next time we're going to lift up, we're going to reach our arms over the foot bar and do some swims, upper body as well. Lift, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it there, starfish out, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Whew, okay, let's have a stretch. So making your way safely off the box, and you can bring your box off, and again, always moving safely as we move our equipment. So let's come down into a child's pose stretch. We'll stay on the blue spring, feet together, knees wide. You can either keep your hands over the foot bar, or you can take your hands under and through onto your platform. So nice big stretch out, sitting down through your hips into the heels. And breathe. Taking the hands out wide, and then you're going to take the right hand and place it on top of or next to your left hand. Sitting back and draw the right hip away from the right hand. Expand through the right rib cage, breathe into the right lung. And then we'll change sides. Left hand going next to or on top of the right hand. Draw the left hip away from the left hand and breathe. Hands back wide and rounding it all the way back up. Okay, so we're going to take your right foot over to the right side of the carriage. Send it out for a hip flexor stretch. Shoulders are down. Breathe into it. Release your jaw. And we'll take that into a hamstring stretch now. Coming back in, we'll turn into face the carriage, open out into a side split, groin stretch. Shoulders are down, nice and long through the spine. And return back in. Make your way safely over to the other side. We'll start with that hip flexor stretch. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Hamstring, front split. And then we're going to turn in to face the carriage. Open out to the side, reach over to the other side of your carriage. Long spine. And just pull that carriage back in using those thighs. Okay, we are done for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the class. If so, give me some feedback down in the comments. I would love to hear how you're going, maybe what you would like to see in some classes coming up, and maybe how you're improving as well. Let me know. I would love to hear your story, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.